Base skins, the secret to many a whale's power. Well, I mean, the secret is money, but money can get you base skins, and base skins get you a lot of power. So I wanted to go over the top 10 best base skins in the game. Now, of course, as with many a top 10 YouTube video, this is my personal opinion, and also, I tend to favor things that help your account overall, help you grow, or have a universal use. That's not to say I won't look at something that does very good for one of the branches, however, I am more focused on something that helps everyone. And before we get into the top 10, there are two things that you need to know about base skins. Well, there's several things, but the two things I'm going to mention right now is there are two types of bonuses you get for having a base skin. There is the equipping bonus, so as you can see here with the Sizzling Factory, the equip bonus is what you get while the skin is actively on your base, and that's what your base looks like. The holding in stock boost is what you get no matter what. Whether or not your skin is equipped, once you own the skin, this boost is always active. So if I have, for example, the Arc equipped, the Sizzling Factory's holding in stock boosts will still work for me. Also, many of the base skins in this game, as many of you know, are rather expensive. You can expect to spend roughly $200 or what is equivalent to two 6,400 gem packs to get a base skin. Now, that does go up, it also goes down, it depends on the event, but that would be your average price. I will talk about where you can get each base skin that I have on this list. So let's hop into it. Starting off at number 10, we have the Hyperion. This hyperactive base that actually needs to be pinned to the ground to keep it in one place has amazing equipping bonuses. And while I do favor holding in stock bonuses over equipping bonuses, the equipping bonuses for this cannot be overlooked. With a +6 to your march size, a 25% march speed increase, the fastest in the game, as well as an all-unit attack and HP bonus of 10%, the equipping bonus for Hyperion is very respectable. And the holding in stock bonuses aren't bad either. While the average base skin only gives you 10%, this one gives you 15% for all units of attack and HP. Now, unfortunately, the last time this base skin was seen was during Eternal Lands for servers in the 600s or maybe the 700s. It's been a long time since this skin has been available. Don't worry, the other stuff on this list is easier to obtain. But I really hope they bring this skin back because it has amazing boosts. I managed to see one myself during my Eternal Lands, and I was certainly jealous. Number 9 on this list is Acadia, and don't worry, I didn't put this on here for its Air Force boosts. No one uses it for that. But its equipping boosts are a 20% all-unit attack, as well as a 15% Air Force attack and HP increase. Its holding in stock bonuses are respectable at a 10% all-unit HP and attack, as well as a +1 to its march size. However, neither one of these are why it's number 9 on the list. It's because some skins have skills. And this is one of those skins. The skill effect for Acadia is Rallying Cry. Once per day, you're able to activate this boost, and it lasts for 30 minutes. It's able to increase your march size by 10. So this is included on your base defense, every one of your marches, anything that involves a march size, this applies. And while it's only once per day, this is still a huge boost. It's very helpful for things like World Boss, Sand Table, or maybe you're doing War of Odinium or SVS and you just want to go ham for 30 minutes, this skin is going to help you do it. This skin is available through various events, so you'll just have to keep an eye out for it. Number 8 on this list, Storm Factory. Another Air Force base on this list. I'm starting to feel dirty. But the equipping bonuses for Storm Factory is a 30% attack increase, but only to the Air Force, a 10% attack and HP bonus to all units. The holding and stock bonuses for this, though, are incredible at a 20% attack increase to all units, as well as a 3% crit rate for all units, as well as increasing the capacity of your first garage, dock, and hangar by 10. And this also has an ability. The ability for Storm Factory is Harsh Teleport. 3 times per day, you're able to do a teleport using this base skin, so you don't have to use one of your consumable items because this gives you 3 free ones per day. It also grants you a 30% attack and HP boost for 5 minutes each time you do this Harsh Teleport. This is incredibly helpful during SVS. Not only do you save gems on a few teleports, that's 225 gems worth of teleports per day, it's also giving you great bonuses to burn that hive as quickly as possible. This is another skin that is available from events, so just keep an eye out for it. Number 7 on this list is a tie between the Out of Blue and Pretty in Pink because these are basically the same base skin. Both give you an all-unit attack and HP increase of 15% for equipping it. However, the blue one will give you a 10% army attack increase. The pink one will give you a 10% navy increase. The holding and stock bonuses are also very similar at a 10% all-unit HP and attack, as well as the pink one giving you a 1% damage decrease, where the blue one gives you a 1% damage increase. Now, again, another base with a skill. The skills on these for the blue one is floral scent, and the pink one is flipped. Basically, once every 23 hours, you're able to activate either one of these skins and click another base on the board, and you give them either a virtuous flower or a loving heart. When you activate this ability, it gives both players one of these items, and these items can be consumed for 30 vit. I'm a big fan of using these bases to give low-level players vit so they can level up faster. It also gives me vit in exchange for giving it to them. These are another base skin that are available during events. At number 6, we have the big and scary Shadow Dragon, a very popular skin amongst the servers due to its universality, and it seems to be released fairly early on a lot of servers, with an equipping bonus of a 35% all-unit attack increase and a 10% army HP bonus. The all-unit attack is what really attracts a lot of players to this skin. While it is possible to get higher attacks, there aren't a lot of skins that are universal in doing it. The holding in stock bonuses are respectable at a 10% attack and HP bonus to all units, as well as a +1 to your march size. And again, this is another base with a skill, Dragon's Breath. Once every 12 hours, you're able to activate this boost, and it gives you a damage increase of 30% for 3 minutes. While it doesn't last that long, that is a huge damage increase. Most commonly used for things like World Boss or Sand Table, it still does have PvP uses. This also is a skin that is available during events, so just keep an eye out for it. I know a lot of the skins on here are just for events. Don't worry, there are a few that are not, but most of them, it's from events. Number 5 on this list is Pantheon. You knew it had to be here, with an equipping bonus of an all-unit attack and HP bonus of 20%, as well as an SVS unit damage increase of 15%. Now, what this means is anytime you're using this for an SVS event, such as SVS, of course, War of Odinium, Eternal Lands, it will give you a 15% damage increase. However, I have been told that if you are doing SVS and you're in your own server, the damage increase doesn't apply. So you have to go to the enemy server to be able to take advantage of the damage increase. That's only what I've heard. I don't have the skin, so I haven't been able to test it. It also has an all-unit attack and HP bonus of 10% for holding in stock, as well as a 1% damage decrease. This skin is available during Eternal Lands, and I believe it costs 65 Eternal tokens, so you're probably going to have to do the event more than once to get it, but it is a great skin, especially if you have a server that's focused on SVS-type events. Moving down to number 4, we have the Labyrinth, which is basically 2 skins in once, because this is one of the few skins that also has a transform ability that turns it into the Temple of Glory. Starting off with the Labyrinth, the equip bonus for this is a 20% all-unit HP increase, as well as a 10% hero shield effect. What this means is any hero that has a shield, such as Aya, Ishitaru, Fahid, 914, Dante, Bradley, or Katrina, are able to have their shields that are produced from their exclusive ability boosted by 10%. This also increases the defense of all heroes by 500, which means your heroes give you a little bit more HP than normal, as well as any hero whose exclusive ability derives from their defense, their exclusive ability gets buffed. Now, the Labyrinth also has a holding in stock bonus of a 15% attack and HP bonus, so huge boost there, as well as an increase to the Repair Factory's capacity of 10. While it doesn't sound like much, this is one of my favorite things about the skin. It is huge, and it's the only way to get a total of 100 repair slots in your repair factory. Moving on to the Temple of Glory transformation, the holding and stock bonuses stay the same while the equipping bonuses change. Instead of an HP, you have an all-unit attack increase of 10%. You also have an all-unit attack increase of an extra 30%, however, only when you're on attack. You also get all your heroes to increase their war stat by 500, so this increases the attack that your heroes give you, as well as any hero that has an exclusive skill based on the war stat will see a bonus to their exclusive skill. Now, unfortunately, this skin is only available during Eternal Lands, and it costs a ridiculous 120 ancient tokens. So it is impossible to get this through one event. You will have to participate in Eternal Lands multiple times. Getting down to the nitty-gritty, at number 3, we have the VN1 Forerunner, which also has a transform ability to change into the VN1 Guardian. Starting with the Forerunner, the equipping bonus for this is an all-unit attack increase, an army attack increase, and a march speed increase, all of which are 20% individually. I love using this skin because of the march speed increase. If I'm doing a bunch of rallies, it just helps things move a lot quicker. The holding and stock bonuses for this are a 10% attack and HP increase for all units, as well as a repair factory capacity increase of 10. So you'll need this and the Labyrinth, as well as a couple other things, to get to that 100 repair factory capacity, and this is also one of my favorite things about this particular skin, but it's just very useful. Now transforming into the VN1 Guardian, the equipping bonuses for this is a decreased damage taken, but only when you're defending your base, but it is 30%. A 30% damage decrease is very hard to beat. It also has a 20% army HP bonus, as well as an increased duration of the shields of 30%. Now the shields it's referring to are not the hero shields, it's actually referring to the bubbles that you would pop if you don't want players to attack you. Bubbles is their nickname, but the shields that you're able to activate for 4, 8, or 24 hours, their duration will be increased by 30% if you activate them while this base skin is equipped. So if you activate a 24-hour bubble, it will actually last over 30 hours. So this is just a nice way to save on your cost of bubbles, especially since they're 100 gems a piece if you're paying gems. It's just a nice bonus. And of course, just like other skins that transform, the holding and stock bonuses stay the same. This skin, however, is not from events. While you can get it from events, it's actually available at any time. I'll go to a skin I don't have, so I'll be able to demonstrate it. If we look at the Conqueror, you'll see a purchase button. You're actually able to purchase this at any time. You need 10 shards, so you'll actually have to buy this pack twice, which means it costs $200, or what is equivalent to 2 6,400 gem packs. So they are pricey, just like every other base skin on this list. But at least this one could be obtained at any time and is an absolute must-have. Not the Conqueror, the VN1, of course. You know, the first skin we were talking about. Yeah, that one. Get it. Down to number 2, we have another two-way tie between the Popstar skin and the Superfan skin. Both of these skins do the exact same thing. They allow you to merge your units one level higher than you should be able to. So for example, if you're max level at 80, you can only make level 80 troops. However, these skins, when they're equipped, allow you to make level 81 units. So these skins do not stack because their effect only applies when they're equipped. So you can't make level 82s, but this allows you to make level 81s, as many as you'd like. There is no limit. However, obtaining these skins is a little bit difficult. Once a month, approximately, there's an event called Popstar. In this event, you are able to donate and receive roses. Now, those who receive the most amount of roses are able to obtain the Popstar skin temporarily, and those who gift the most amount of roses are able to obtain the Superfan skin temporarily. Those who get first place for either gifting or receiving will get a temporary 30-day version of this skin. Second place gives you 3 days. Third place gives you 1 day. Now, what's nice is these rewards are given in item form, so you can hold on to it and use it whenever you'd like. So, if you're not level 80, I wouldn't recommend using these. You want to hold on to those till level 80. I would strongly recommend holding on to them until Eternal Lands, because having that in your back pocket during Eternal Lands is a huge benefit. Now, it is possible to obtain a permanent version of these skins. While you do compete with your own server for first, second, and third place to obtain these skins, you can compete with other servers. topwar has sectioned off the servers in groups, so servers 1 through 500, 501 through 1,000, and 1,001 through 1,500 is how they seem to have done it. The new servers may be grouped in that 1,000 plus until there is another group of 500. But basically, you're competing with all those servers within your group. If you donate or receive the most roses out of all of those servers, if you're in first place, you get a permanent version of the skin. Of course, you get the pink Popstar one if you're in first place for receiving. You get the blue Superfan one if you're in first place for gifting. Unfortunately, that means these skins are more or less reserved for the biggest of whales, the most organized of servers, or the longest of savers to get these skins. So getting the permanent ones are very difficult, but it is possible to come to an agreement within your own server to decide who gets the 30, 3, and 1 day versions of these skins. Before we get to number 1, I have some honorable mentions I'd like to bring up, starting with the Arc. This base skin has an ability to activate Energy Matrix that gives you an all-unit attack increase of 40%, as well as all your alliance members near you a 20% all-unit attack increase. This lasts for 15 minutes. It's only usable once per day. However, once they receive this buff, they're able to teleport away from you and still maintain the buff. Another skin is the Rise Above the Flames. Here you are able to collect a chest once every 23 hours, and it has some goodies in there, including gold, vit, as well as some decor, one of which gives you an all-unit attack increase, the other gives you an all-unit HP increase. I'm always happy for free items every day. There is also Neotopia, which has a passive holding in stock bonus of a 20% vit recovery. Recovering energy faster in this game is huge for either leveling up or just being able to do more in events. Frost City is also another amazing skin. You do have to equip this, however, it gives you a 10% training increase for all types of units. So if you just got zeroed, this is a nice skin to throw on while you're rebuilding. And the last of the honorable mentions is the Ice Cream. While it's not the best skin in the world, it only costs 25% of a normal base skin. So it's something if you're a budget player. Isn't it cute? Moving on to number 1, the best base skin in the game is definitely not the Recruit Trial base skin. You should have this equipped under no circumstances. I don't care if it's your only skin, take it off. You're using up too much Alliance space. But the actual number 1 skin is the Super Miner. With an equip bonus of a 50% increase to both gather speed and gather load, as well as a 20% gold production increase, this also has a holding in stock bonus of 10% all unit HP. And while I know some of you are like, well, this is rather underwhelming for number 1, hear me out. The reason that this is my number 1 base skin is there is no other base skin in the game that can give you the kind of power long term that this can. You literally need billions of food and oil and absurd amounts of gold to be able to do upgrades in this game. And the sooner you get this skin to be able to gather those resources, the better off you will be for it. I just got done with some class updates that cost me 80 million. Level 100 of your suppressions is going to cost you 400 million. The amount of resources you need is insane. And I know everybody under level 60 is saying, what do you need gold production for? I've never had an issue with that. I promise you, you will have an issue with gold and you're going to regret every time you said it before. Things cost a ridiculous amount of gold once you reach level 80. And just the upgrades to get to level 80 start costing a ridiculous amount of gold. So, Super Miner is definitely my number 1 pick. I know it's not as flashy as some of the other base skins, but I promise you, you will get the most use out of this base skin, and I highly recommend getting it. It should be the first skin that you ever get. But, if you guys don't like my top 10, tell me, what's your top 10 in the comments below? And while you're down there, please drop a like. I also have my Discord link in the description below. Thank you to everybody who subscribed, and as always, have a fantastic day, and spend responsibly.